Summer 2019. The most valuable startup in America was burning. Every minute, $5,000 disappeared. Inside WeWork's glass headquarters in New York, executives were panicking. Wall Street analysts were preparing their attack, and billions of dollars in company value were beginning to collapse. But the man who built it all still believed he was saving the world. He wasn't selling software. He hadn't built revolutionary technology. He was simply renting desks. So how did an office rental startup convince Wall Street that it was a $47 billion company? And what secret was hiding inside the company's financials that, once revealed, caused the entire empire to unravel in just a few weeks? This is the story of one of the greatest illusions in Silicon Valley history, and the man who convinced the world to believe it. 2008. The global economy is collapsing. Banks are failing. The commercial real estate market is nearly frozen. Office spaces sit empty. But for two people, this is not a disaster. It's an opportunity. Adam Neumann, an eccentric, ambitious, and unpredictable entrepreneur, and Miguel McKelvey, a quiet, pragmatic architect. They look at empty buildings and see something others don't. They aren't renting desks. They're selling a lifestyle. WeWork is born. Glass offices, free coffee, loud music, neon signs on the wall that say, "Hustle harder." But Adam Neumann realizes something else. If you say you run a real estate company, investors aren't very interested. But if you say you built a technology company, the money becomes almost unlimited. So WeWork introduces itself to the world like this: a technology company, a global network, a revolution in the future of work. And Wall Street falls in love with the story. Capital begins to pour in, tens of millions of dollars, then hundreds of millions, then billions. But there is a moment when everything changes. 2017. A man enters the story who might be the most powerful tech investor in the world. Masayoshi Son, founder of SoftBank. He visits a WeWork office for the first time. The tour lasts only a few minutes. Then he and Adam sit inside a car. Masayoshi Son looks at him and says, "You're not crazy enough." Minutes later, SoftBank writes a $4.4 billion check. From that moment on, WeWork is no longer just a startup. It is a war machine. The mission is simple: grow at any cost. But behind the company's glass walls, a massive problem is quietly forming. A problem that, if anyone looked closely enough, could destroy the entire company. With billions of dollars from SoftBank, WeWork begins to explode. Offices open across the world: New York, London, Tokyo, Shanghai. The company's valuation rises at a surreal speed: $10 billion, $20 billion, $30 billion, $47 billion. But inside the company, the culture becomes stranger and stranger. Business meetings begin with tequila shots. Employees attend massive multi-day festivals that the company calls summer camp. Concerts, alcohol, and long speeches from Adam Neumann about changing the world. Slowly, WeWork stops looking like a startup. It begins to resemble something else: a cult. And at the center of it all stands Adam Neumann. His wife, Rebecca Neumann, becomes one of the most powerful figures inside the company. Executives are fired because she doesn't like their energy. But WeWork's real problems have nothing to do with energy. The problem is hidden inside the business model. WeWork signs 15-year lease agreements with building owners, but it rents the desks month to month to freelancers and startups. If the economy slows down, customers can leave tomorrow. But WeWork still has to pay rent for years. It is a financial time bomb. To hide this reality, WeWork executives invent a strange financial metric: community-adjusted EBITDA, a number that, by removing real expenses, transforms massive losses into something that looks like profit. For a while, Wall Street pretends these numbers make sense because everyone wants the WeWork story to be real. But at the same time, Adam Neumann begins crossing dangerous lines. He personally buys buildings, then rents those same buildings back to WeWork at higher prices. He takes loans against his own shares. And then he does something that even Silicon Valley finds strange. He trademarks the word "we" and then forces his own company to buy it from him for $5.9 million. Even SoftBank begins to grow nervous. Money is burning at a terrifying speed, and there is only one possible escape: the IPO, going public. Adam Neumann believes this will be his coronation moment. But when the official IPO document is released, everything changes. August 2019, the S-1 filing is published, and suddenly, everything is visible. Wall Street analysts read the document line by line, and what they discover looks like a disaster. WeWork has lost more than $1.9 billion in a single year. Every new office burns even more money. The company isn't a technology company at all. It's a real estate business buried under massive liabilities. Then, journalists begin uncovering Adam Neumann's personal deals, the buildings, the insider transactions, and the bizarre story of selling the word "we." Market confidence collapses. The valuation begins a free fall. $47 billion, $20 billion, $15 billion, below $10 billion. The IPO is canceled, and suddenly even SoftBank's money machine stops. Inside SoftBank, panic begins to spread. Investors who once believed Adam was a visionary now realize they may have been financing an illusion. The board holds emergency meetings, and eventually Adam Neumann is forced to step down from the company he created. But the story doesn't end there. To ensure a quiet exit, SoftBank offers him a departure package, $1.7 billion. Adam Neumann walks out of the building a billionaire, while thousands of employees lose their jobs. Their shares become worthless, and the dream they believed in disappears in a matter of weeks. The collapse of WeWork was not just the fall of a company, it was a warning. In Silicon Valley, stories can sometimes become more powerful than reality. When billions of dollars start chasing a dream, there will always be someone ready to sell it, even if that dream was never real at all.